Hi everyone, and welcome to Manifesting with Amber. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my experience with manifesting this amazing apartment. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I've had this desire for quite a while now to manifest a place that was all my own. I just wanted to live by myself because I already had a lot of different experiences living with different kinds of people. And from all that contrast, I came to find that I just really enjoyed time to myself and also being able to decide when I see people and when I have people over. That became very important to me. And so through all those experiences, just the different kind of people, the different situations I found myself in, like for example, some roommates were pretty loud late at night. So they would come in at odd hours and that would wake me up. Or some of them would be like one of them had her boyfriend over all the time and that made me feel uncomfortable. So just different things like that. That was actually really good contrast because it helped me get more clear about what kind of place I wanted to live in. So probably about 2 years ago, I was starting to feel like I wanted my own place to myself. But I had so much resistance because I didn't know that it was possible for me to bring this in. It just seemed so far away. And so I would make excuses why I could not manifest my own space. I would say things like, well, it's expensive. I'm in California. And so, oftentimes renting a place on your own it can be pretty expensive. So that was my first thought. Oh, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. The other thing was, well, I'm not even sure where I would find a place like that. And I want to make sure that I'm still living close to my family and that I'm close to my job. All these things. A couple different excuses. So those excuses kept me away from my manifestation for a while. I was just not open to receiving it. And I also was trying to control the outcome. I was trying to control how this is going to come into my life instead of just giving it up to the universe, because the universe sorts out the details for us. We put the intention out there of what we want, and then the universe delivers it in a way that is oftentimes unexpected, which is what happened with this apartment. So flash forward to today, I've been living at this apartment for close to 6 months now. And what happened was I was doing a lot of writing. I had actually a certain writing practice I did, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to bring in this apartment. But basically, I think it was earlier this year or at the end of last year, 2023, I just wrote out all the qualities that I wanted in my own house or apartment. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know exactly what type of place I would be living in, but it didn't matter. I just said, this living place that I live in, how do I want to feel when I'm living here? What are the emotions that I want to feel? So I just wrote that all out, and I would just practice the feeling of it. I would practice just getting into that good feeling place. And so I finally got to this place where, one, I decided to stop trying so hard to get my place. And two, I decided to focus a little bit more on just getting into that good feeling place, reviewing the positive aspects I wrote down. And then actually the last thing was I decided to just appreciate where I was at that time. Even though I felt like my roommate situation wasn't really ideal, I just told myself, look, this is where I am right now, and I have a home, and it's it's pretty good. It is comfortable. I have a nice room. And my roommate was pleasant. She was nice. It wasn't like, it was bad energy or anything, but I just felt like, wow, I need to really just focus on the good things that are happening at this place, just kind of lean into the good things. And then just, more good things can keep coming in because I'm keeping that energy flowing. And so after I kind of let go, it didn't take very long. I mean, whenever it was maybe a month later, my friend texted me and she said, "Hey, my relatives have a studio in a nearby city that is available now." And she said, "I think you might like it. The rent is very decent." And when she told me the city, I was thinking, oh, I wasn't really planning on moving there. Even though it was close, it was probably about 20 minutes away from where I was currently living, but that just wasn't part of my plan, right? Like I had this certain plan for myself. I was like, oh, it has to go a certain way. So at first I was resistant to it. I was like, oh, I don't know. I wasn't really planning on that. But my friend, being the awesome person she is, she just knows me so well. She said, I think you should at least check it out before making assumptions about it. Like before deciding what you think about it, like at least go see it. So I said, fine, I'll go see it. Let's just see what happens. So she got me in contact with the landlord and we were texting and I told her about my budget and she just told me that that wasn't a problem. She said that, what they cared more about than rent, they cared about what kind of person was moving into their place. They just wanted someone reliable. They wanted someone who was going to be quiet. And so that's what they valued most. So I was thinking, okay, that's already a really good sign, right? They don't care so much about the money. So when I came to see the place, I was pretty surprised because it was bigger than I expected. My friend at the time, she couldn't remember exactly how big it was. So I was thinking, oh, it's just like a little 200 square foot studio. Like I can make that work. No, this place is probably about 484 square feet. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. So I wasn't expecting that. And then it has everything. It has a dishwasher. It has laundry downstairs. It has a stove. It has just everything that I wrote down, everything I desired, and for a great price. And so I told her about my budget. I just wanted to make sure she heard me right, because I was thinking for a place like this, that is, that's a really good price. So I told her, this is what I can afford. And she said, that is completely fine. And she said, we can work with that. She said, we want somebody that's a good fit. That's really important. And so I moved in about a month later and it's just been amazing. It's been everything I wanted plus more. I think about all those times that I sat down with the feeling of it, before it was even here, before I even was living here, I was just imagining, how am I going to feel? And, I do feel amazing. I feel joy, gratitude. I feel peaceful. And, this has been one of the biggest manifestations I've brought into my life. And, I did it through letting go and trusting. I really had to trust in my ability to create what I wanted. And I had to let go of those limiting beliefs that told me it wasn't possible. And so I just wanted to tell you guys this story because you might be in a similar place. You might be wanting to manifest a house or something else, but you're having resistance towards it. And I gotta tell you, the universe has your back. All you have to do is put your desire out there. You gotta focus on the feeling and then let the universe take care of the rest, because the universe will deliver in a way that is unexpected. Oftentimes that's how it happens. But we get in our own way because we think that things have to happen this certain way. And that's how I was, I was like, I gotta go on Craigslist, I gotta make all these phone calls. But no, that is using up so much of your energy. And that's kind of how we're taught, though. We think we have to work really hard for our desire. We think that we have to put in blood, sweat, and tears. But no, what you have to do is you have to let go, and you have to continue getting into those good vibes, and then it's going to come to you. I think that the biggest part of manifesting is we just have to know that it is coming to us. We have to tap into the same vibration of what we're looking for. This is such a deep topic. I mean, I can just keep going on about this, and I will make another video talking about going more into detail about how we tap into the vibration of the things that we want. But I did tell you guys that I would show you the practice that I did, the writing practice to manifest this apartment. So I'm going to show you that right now. All right, so what you want is just a piece of paper and a pen here, and we can go ahead and get started. So what you want to do, this is a little wobbly because I'm recording with my phone here, but what we want to do is we want to pick a symbol for the thing that we want to manifest. So for me, when I was manifesting my place, I put an H for house. And you're going to put that symbol right in the center of the paper, or something like that. After that, you're going to make 2 columns down the side of your symbol. Trying to do this with one hand here. Okay, I had to do the lines off camera because it was just too tricky to do it with one hand. But you have your 2 sections here. In one section, you're going to write elevated emotion. All right, and then after that, you are going to write about all the things that you want to feel when you have this manifestation. So for me, I wrote things like peace, love, gratitude, so just to start, you can put as many emotions as you want, but these were the most powerful for me. Once you're done with that, on the other side, you're going to write intention. So the intention, these are the aspects that you want in your desire. So for me, I put $1,200 and that was for rent. And I did say utilities included. Now, I didn't get all the utilities included with my apartment, but I got half of them, which is pretty good. And then the other half the utilities are very cheap. So it worked out. And then the other thing I put was, I put 400 square feet. Okay, I put dishwasher, laundry. I put peaceful neighborhood. And there you have it. So what you want to do when you write this list is you want to review it every day. But more than just read it, you want to get into the feeling of already having this. Act as if you already have your desire by getting into that feeling place. You're feeling peace, you're feeling love, you're feeling gratitude, and then just focus on the things that you want. Don't think about what you don't want. So you don't want to write things like, I don't want noisy roommates, or I don't want a dirty kitchen, because you don't want to bring that into your experience. So just talk about what you do want and then focus on that good vibe. And if you do end up doing this practice, let me know in the comments how it's working out for you. I would love to hear. So thank you for watching, and I am excited to share more about the law of attraction and manifesting with you guys. So take care and see you next time.